question, am I too old for this hairstyle? Let me do a little turnaround, give you a look here. I haven't got all fancy before I did this video. This is just at the end of the day, no pomade in my hair. We've got number 2 on the sides and the back. We've got nearly 3 inches up top here. How old am I? Because that's relevant to this conversation. Most of you already know. I'm like 37 and a half, a little bit beyond that. Okay, so I'm in my later 30s. I am pushing 40, and I will be for the next couple of years. Okay, but am I too old for this haircut? Now, I, of all people, recognize this stereotype or the cliche that YouTubers often try to pretend to be younger to cater to a younger audience. Because ultimately, YouTubers make money from ads that show before, and most of the people watching videos regularly are younger demographics. So it makes sense that for a guy who's pushing 40, he should act younger to better engage with his audience. Now, I feel that fundamentally my channel is the opposite of that concept. I openly talk about how much of an age gap there is between me and the people watching my videos. That's part of the sell of what I do. That's part of the allure of it. There's about 20 years difference between me and many of the people who watch my videos. And part of what is attractive about my videos is my confidence level and my knowledge, my skilled behavior, because our age gap is greater than the number of years you've been alive for a lot of people who are watching my videos. So I'm not here to say, hey, we have so much in common, I can relate to you, and that's why I got this haircut to seem young. So that, no, not at all. I have this haircut because I like it. But it's funny because if you imagine you didn't know me, imagine some other random guy who's 37 and a half and he had this haircut, would you think, well, that's kind of weird that he has that haircut? That seems a bit like juvenile for him to have that. He should have, I don't know, a more vanilla hairstyle to be a guy that's, you know, pushing 40, married and has 2 kids, lives in the suburbs, you know, has money to invest. He's in that stages in his life. That's where he's at. That's weird that he would have that hairstyle. Is this too extreme for a guy like me? And ultimately, I want to tell you what inspired this conversation is I have a friend that I work with. He and I are less than a year apart. He has, I think, probably a similar hairline to me and a very similar hairstyle as I do. And so we were talking about it, and he was saying, yeah, maybe I need to grow up and change my hairstyle and have something a little bit more appropriate to my age. I don't know. That's what he was saying. And I was thinking, well, we're basically the same age, so if that applies to you, then it applies to me. In fact, I think I'm close to about a year older than him. There's less than a year, but I graduated high school a year before him. So that's what got me thinking about this. You know, maybe this isn't the hairstyle you would expect someone of my age to have. Maybe not. Or maybe you think, big deal, it's no big deal at all. But I personally recognize that this hairstyle is something you'd see a teenager have or somebody in their 20s. But then as they start getting closer to 30 and having more responsibilities, maybe they have a more conservative hairstyle, not this. So it makes me wonder, what are your thoughts on that? I think it's an interesting discussion. Your comments belong right here.